What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Ruth the Truth, here for another episode of the Tom Gronkowski Show. We are now on episode 15. Appreciate everybody that's been following us from the beginning. We just keep getting better and better with each episode. Now, tonight, we are going to focus on Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, obviously the title of our show, and their performance against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, these are the reigning Super Bowl champs, and they traveled to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium at the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and the Buccaneers lost. Now, there was a lot of controversy about Tom Brady, Bruce, the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Bucs. There's a lot to dissect tonight. So I'm going to bring in our co-host, Coach Jay. Let me know how you doing. How you doing, buddy? Talk to me.
Recovering from last week, and just the usual. Working on.
Are you wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you out in public right now that we need to wear masks?
No, I just kept it like this because I've been having it on all day, even when I was.
So yeah. Now, with you wearing a mask, I hope everybody acknowledges that we're obviously still in a pandemic. So the NFL players also need to be following your lead and continue to wear a mask, because as much as I loved watching football on a random Wednesday afternoon, that is not the NFL formula. So to protect the shield, the NFL needs to do everything they can to keep these protocols in place so players do not contract this virus and have to continue postponing games. But obviously, it's the inevitable. It's the pandemic. COVID is running rampant throughout the states. The COVID tests are on a rise right now. So, Coach, quick question to start off the show. The Buccaneers are now going into a bye week, all right? So they're going to have a weekend off. So Tom Brady is going to have a chance to, I guess, restart after so much impact that he received during that Kansas City Chiefs game. Because even though he only got sacked once,
right,
Tom Brady, again, was on his back more than we would like. At 43 years old, we got to take care of him a little bit better. So going into this bye week, what do you think is going to come of the Tampa Bay Bucs once they come out to face the Minnesota Vikings in Week 14?
Well, hopefully they just come out and just straight try to kill them and take it out on them when they lost the last game, because the way that I can't really blame Tom. I can on a couple things, but I'm not really just gonna throw it on Tom. Offensive line, yeah, he only got sacked once, but he got touched multiple times. You still letting the little sister get touched. I don't understand why. I just don't get it. You protect him like he's your little sister, and they letting the other team touch the little sister. Stop letting him get touched. He's too old. He keeps taking hits. They ain't gonna have nobody else. And honestly, the defense. That's the problem right there. The defense, I just don't understand them. Since the Raiders game, I have been saying it every episode. The Raiders game, they exploited them. Defensive backs can't tackle. They can't cover. I don't know what they can do.
So, okay, defense, yeah, you slipped up. Letting them get ahead the way they did, 17-0, like what? Halfway through the first quarter, Tyreek Hill was unstoppable.
One guy, basically.
Unstoppable. He completely picked apart the secondary, and it didn't seem like Devin White had a handle on the situation. Now, when it comes to our cornerbacks, we got a nice little description of how they might have been feeling during that game.
Yeah, that's exactly. Just like Will in the what is that? Pursuit of happiness.
Cornerback trying to cover Tyreek Hill. Please help. Now, we put this image up there to kind of signify what our defense was going through, as Tyreek Hill had a blowout game, scoring multiple touchdowns, over 200 yards for a single receiver, and most of those yards were in the first half. And then the disrespect of the backflip into the end zone. I feel like after the backflip, this is our reaction of our cornerbacks, because it's like, what can we do? This man is unstoppable. Now, Patrick Mahomes being at the helms, obviously, Kansas City winning a Super Bowl last year, they're coming with vengeance. They're coming for blood. I mean, a lot of teams, after they win the Super Bowl, have a hard time, holding themselves up to that standard. like the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Tom Brady is used to these high pressure situations. How do you think Tom played overall against the Kansas City defense?
I give him a B.
What would you rate him?
B minus C.
So he did throw an interception in the final quarter when they were close to. I mean, Rojo, thank you for that last minute.
I love Rojo.
That run was incredible. I hope that Brian Leftwich realizes that you should be our starting running back and have the majority of the snaps, which I feel like he has ever since that breakout game against the Raiders, and ever since Leonard Fournette hasn't been pretty much showing up. And Shady McCoy, where is he at?
You know, does he still play for them? I didn't know that.
He had one snap.
Dang, he can't. Oh my God.
During the Kansas City Chiefs game, and I'm not really understanding why. But you know what? If Rojo is on a run, let the man run. Yeah. What was your reaction to him jumping over that defender, pretty much hurdling him like he was running track? What was your reaction to that?
Rojo, go.
Rojo time.
I was like, here we go. All right, let's go. Come on now. Defense, please get tired. Come on, get healed, please. Please, defense. And
Okay. Tyreek Hill, obviously one of the best in the game at the very moment, but I feel like the Buccaneers were almost doing everything they possibly could, and it just wasn't working. So I don't know if our defensive coordinator was not making the adjustments that were necessary for them to be able to contain him, because he just seemed unstoppable. So what does our defensive coordinator need to do to be able to stop an elite player like him?
Okay, so it just depends on basically what you know they're going to run with the man. We know they are going to run deep, straight ahead, go getter with him, because he's faster than everybody. He's faster than everybody. So, yeah, just go straight, man. Just burn him. So we know that's going to come. And we know that he's going to try and get some screens. So when he gets screens and all that, that's when we need to be like, me personally, I'm going to be in cover. In this situation, I'm being like cover 2 or cover 3. Because for some fact, if I'm in cover 3 and you run a screen on me, I got to sick y'all brung down to play like the linebacker spot now. So he's got an extra area right there that he's watching that. Besides, if we see the lineman run out to go hit a skinny, we know that's an automatic screen unless you got to play action with that. So I would play cover 2 to be safe. If I got to save somebody on defense, I'm going to play cover 2. That's my security blanket. Other than that, I'm going to play cover 3. Now, if I got some dogs, oh, it's over. I'm mixing it up. I'm playing cover 1, man. I'm blitzing, all that. You got to. That's all he got to do. He don't.
And I feel like the Bucks, Dominican Sue looked so frustrated on the sidelines because he looked like he was doing everything he possibly could to get to Patrick Mahomes, and it didn't seem like it mattered whether or not we pressured Patrick Mahomes. He's a mobile quarterback that is okay with running out the pocket, running to the sideline, dinking and dunking. I mean, that back foot pass, I can't remember if it was to Tyreek Hill or to Travis Kelce, but it was one of the two that he threw off his back foot after running out of the pocket, after being extremely pressured, avoiding the tackle left and right. Like, the man is just an entity of his own. So what kind of advice would you give the defense up against somebody like that?
You got to send multiple looks at him. You got to hurry up and get there. If you know that you're not going to hurry up and be able to get there, you got to have a coverage in the same spots that he's going to throw it. He will throw it short. He'll throw it deep, but he'll throw it short. You know, all you got to do, if you have to save somebody, is just play cover 2. Now, with the Buccaneers, they keep getting killed in the deep middle of the field. With them, I can't say play man, because I see guys get their ankles broke too much, and they let Tyree Hill just pass through them like he was just a straight rocket. So I wouldn't go man. So with the Bucs, I would say either go cover 4, so you got everybody everywhere, and you got 4 people in the back. They're going to have to learn how to tackle, though, regardless. It doesn't matter what I run. If they can't tackle, it won't work. But I say go cover 4 or go cover 3.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to dissect the Week 12, the Tampa Bay Bucs performance, and we're really going to get down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. But before that, we were going to take a short commercial break for Play Like a Girl. to you by Sports Fan Base Network, Rhode Island. If you do not catch this podcast live or any of the 12 podcasts on this network, make sure to go to sfbnri.com to watch all of this. And we're also on Anchor, Spotify, wherever you could find your podcast. We are there. Come support, subscribe to the Ocean Athletics YouTube page, and yeah, sfbnri.com. Coach, give it to me. Before we went to break, Tom Brady put on the hot spot. Now, he didn't have a bad game. He he had 27 of 41 completions for over 273 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah. But it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So what does Tom Brady need to do? Because at the end of the day, we could be facing off, if we make it to this Super Bowl, as everybody says we should, and we could be facing a Kansas City Chiefs again. So what does Tom Brady need to do better? How can he improve his game to make his team better?
First, call Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning was in the same situation when Tom was with the Patriots. You have a good offense, but you have no defense. So you're going to have to shoot it out, buddy. You're going to have to keep scoring. You're going to have to keep scoring. That's the only way that you're going to be able to succeed, unless your defense can actually show up. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't like to gamble. I like to play a system to make sure that I know I'm going to win. Gambling, that'll be gambling with me with the defense. I don't trust them. I don't trust the defense. I've been saying it for weeks on the show. Right. Like, I don't trust the defense. They can't.
They're a hit or miss for me. You know, Dominican Sue, Devin White, Paul Pierce, like they can't keep the consistency when it comes to their defense. And I don't know if Todd Bowles is not developing a game plan in which is developing his players alongside with their gameplay. Like, I just feel like it's not clicking for them. But then they play the Green Bay Packers at home. They keep the Green Bay Packers to 10 points in the first half of the first quarter, and don't allow them to score for the rest of the game, completely shutting down the run game and Aaron Jones. So why did Clyde Edwards-Helaire have such a good game? I thought we had this run game down packed. What is our defensive line doing differently that it just completely depleted against the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, it's about 2 things. One, the defensive line got to go harder. Like, if you know that you don't trust the guys in the back, you got to go harder. I'm sorry. I know you'll be like, well, I can't go no fast. Yes, you can. You have to get back there within 1 to 3 seconds, and I'll say 2.5 if you're on the safe side. So you're going to have to hurry up and come off the line, throw your hands, hit a move quick in order to be able to get there. Because I don't trust the guys. I don't trust the guys in the back. Now, as far as the other reason, it's so bad. I hate to say that. They just can't tackle. They can't tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of broken tackles. I mean, I know that Kansas City can be a great entity and they have players that are built for this type of play, but when you're breaking tackles at a tight end position and just completely running down our defense, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is not how we're going to be able to thrive through the playoffs. I mean, we're sitting in a position where we're the 6th seed. Okay. If we were to go to the playoffs, if the playoffs were to start right now, we would be traveling to Soldier Field to face the Green Bay Packers.
No, not Soldier Field. Lambeau.
No, you're right. That's the
Bears.
That's the Bears.
It's all right. Hey.
I can't think of the Packers stadium right now. But
you ain't got to worry about the Bears. They ain't about to do nothing.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if the playoffs were to start right now, we would be traveling to Green Bay and facing Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams. I mean, obviously, the Green Bay Packers have struggled with their being able to stop the run game, which is what we want because we want to see Rojo go off. But if we were to face the Green Bay Packers right now, when they're coming off of a 3-game win streak, how do we do it?
If you want me to be honest, I don't see that. That would be very bad. For one, we're a wild card. I don't want us to be a wild card at all. I want us to be one of those seeds. I want to be in the first row, the first column. I don't want to be a wild card. No.
Okay, so I was mistaken. The Green Bay Packers actually lost to the Colts in Week 11, but they were on a 3-game win streak after they beat the 49ers, the Jags, they lost to the Colts, and then they beat the Bears.
Yeah.
But that's a bad man. I know Aaron Rodgers is almost in the same conversation as Tom Brady. He might have only one ring, but what do you think separates these two quarterbacks right now?
What? Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Right now, the only thing that can separate them two is championships, because Aaron Rodgers, like you said, is a bad man. That man don't blink. Usually when Aaron Rodgers them lose, there's two things that happen. One, either somebody else messed up, or two, he got hit. That's it. He had to run for his life or something like that. That's the only way. Because when Aaron Rodgers is not touched and Aaron Rodgers is back there having fun singing, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," Mr. Rodgers, when he gets going, he is on fire. This is the straight Hail Mary King. I mean, come on.
I know. I will never get over that Hail Mary that he threw when there was 1:15 against the Dallas Cowboys. But that's really here or there. I'm over it. I'm not even going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys because they got their tails handed to them on Thanksgiving. Again, they try to ruin my Thanksgiving, Coach. They did the same thing the year before when they got blew out by the Buffalo Bills.
I told you.
Making Josh Allen look like an MVP. I mean, he is in the MVP conversation, but come on now. The Bills on Thanksgiving?
The Bills
on primetime game? Come on now.
The Bills are good.
The most disappointing thing about the Dallas Cowboys play right now is their coaching. Their coaching is the most annoying thing about them, because obviously you can't do nothing about Dak Prescott being out for the season. You can't do nothing about people being injured. I mean, things happen. You just got to adjust and move on. And the adjustments that Mike McCarthy is making and Mike Nolan on the defensive side of the ball is complete trash. But we are going to take another great break. And when we come back, we're going to continue talking about the Bucks. Evil Empire live every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Make sure to check that out. If you guys do not catch it live, make sure to travel to the Sports Fanbase Network, Rhode Island. You can find us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Ocean Athletics. Wherever you can find your podcast, you will find this, the sfbnri.com. Coach, we're in episode 15.
Oh, yeah.
And we just wrapped up, today we just wrapped up week 11 because we had a late game as the Pittsburgh Steelers game was postponed like 3 times.
Right.
And finally, they were able to get a W against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I won the bet. Oh, yes.
You won the bet?
I won the bet. Yes.
What was the bet, Coach?
I think I said $10. He said 20. Then he said
the Steelers to win?
Yeah. I said for the Steelers to win. He said, no, they're going to lose. The guy that I work with, I was like, all right. Yeah, I know, right?
He's not watching football right now.
He say he is. I mean, he be able to talk about games with me. But I was like, no. I said 10. How much you willing to bet? 10.
I mean, I would have upped to 100 without Lamar Jackson. They're playing with RG3, who couldn't even complete the game. He was, I believe, 3 for 12 for 33 yards with 1 interception.
I don't even call RG3. First of all, he looks like Andre Benjamin 3000 to me. He looks like Andre 3000. If you look at him, just look at him. When you get a chance, look at him.
He kind of does.
He look like Andre 3000.
And he's made out of glass. So that is not a winning formula for the Baltimore Ravens. And I hope for their sake that Lamar Jackson is able to return, because they continue with a tough schedule. And at this point, the Baltimore Ravens are kind of looking from the outside of the playoff picture. So if they want any chance, they need to win some games. But let's run it back to our Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because that is what we're here to do. Talk about Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski and their move from the Beantown to the Bay. Do you think Brady is regretting leaving New England at this point in time?
I know it has to slip up in his mind once or twice or yes.
maybe, you know, after losing to the Bears, I would have been like, I'm going home.
What, man?
Like, oh, we in Chicago? Okay, I'm gonna just hop, skip, and jump and be in New England. And just
go back to New England. But I don't know. Honestly, I think if something was to happen, if he could go back to New England, because Bill, he's missing him, and then he's missing Bill. So something happened. Bill don't like his quarterback. If Tom don't want to be here, he want to go back. They both need each other.
That would be crazy. I don't think it would happen, but if it did, you know what? With the 2020 year, everything is possible. So Tom Brady exited the press conference after Sunday's game really, really quick. And it seemed like the start of that was when they started questioning him about his communication with Bruce Arians. Now, the media has been running away with this, the way that Tom Brady decided to step off the podium and ignore the question. Do you think there could be a possible problem between Tom Brady, Bruce Arians, Brian Leftwich, and their communication?
That's what it looks like. I mean, I ain't there. I wish I was a fly on the wall.
Right.
That's what it looks like. I mean, but Tom's a professional, and that stuff, because he was with Belichick. Bill Belichick telling his whole team, you give them nothing. When you go out here to this press, you give them nothing. Give them nothing. Hurry up. Tell them this, and this, or, just give them something good. You give them nothing of what's going on behind these doors.
Right.
Do you understand me? Because they know Bill Belichick get rid of them. Get rid of you. Like, oh, you didn't do it? Bye. So I think that Tom just professionally kept his mouth shut. He handled his stuff behind closed doors. I mean, but it looks like they have a problem with each other. I mean, Bruce Aaron keep calling them out every week. Like, dang, coach, you ain't got my
name.
Like, you're ill. Like, name pointing at him, telling on him. Like, it's him.
And at first, I was like, you know what? He's holding Tom Brady accountable. Tom Brady has been in the league for 20 years, going on 21. He has professionalism. He knows how to take criticism. But when it comes to your own coach, those conversations need to be had behind closed doors. I don't think it's I know Tom Brady is used to the media and their buzz, and I'm pretty sure he has never had ESPN or SportsCenter on in his home because he doesn't want to hear the noise. But when it comes to your coach diminishing you in front of the media on live television, where it gets transferred to YouTube, where everybody can look it up, it's not a good look. So there was an article that dropped a few hours ago that kind of boggled my mind, but it made me think, could the Patriots possibly be rescuing Tom Brady with their interest with the trade with the Buccaneers?
Hey, you need
it is 2020, right?
Anything can happen. You need me. I need you. Hey, what's up? You know,
like I tried it out. I dipped my toe in the Tampa Bay, and I didn't like it. So let me come on back. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean, like I said, it's 2020. It's been a wild year. And would you blame him? I mean, when you leave a team after 20 years, it's kind of like you can't turn back after that point. After you put on another jersey, it's never gonna be the same if you try to return. I mean, you had all these players from the New England Patriots who opted out, and most of it I feel like was because of COVID, but also because they didn't want to play for a new quarterback. They wanted to play for Tom Brady. And that's why everybody's stuck in with the Bucs, because you have a GOAT coming to Tampa Bay. You have a chance to actually make something of your team, especially after Jameis Winston drug you guys through the dirt for 5 years, throwing 30 interceptions in one season. Unheard of. Brady has 27 touchdowns with 9 interceptions going into week 13 when they're on a bye. So they have 4 more games left. They're going to be facing the Minnesota Vikings in week 14. Then they're going to be facing the Atlanta Falcons. Then they're going to hit the Detroit Lions in Detroit, and then they're going to come back to face the Atlanta Falcons. How possible do you think it is that they're going to be able to overcome these 4 games and go 11-5?
First off, they should win all those games that was just named. There should be no doubt. Oh my God, they shouldn't be able to blow any of those games. You said they got the Vikings first. All they got to do is run the ball and control the game. Defense got to actually just cover. But if the defensive line get to Kirk Cousins, then we'll be good, because if we can play like a Tampa 2, then we right there. He going to throw something quick, and we're going to be right there waiting on it. Boom. The next game, we should win that. We should win all these games with no problem at all. I mean, just run. All right, like I said earlier in the shows that we had, the episodes that we had previous, I said, in order to be a for real playoff team, you must be able to go on the road, win, run the ball, play defense.
That's the winning formula, Coach.
If you can run the ball and play defense and win road games, I know you can win at home.
Yeah, they got 2 road games. They're going to be facing the Detroit Lions in Week 15, and then they're going to be traveling to Atlanta as well. But Atlanta comes right back and faces them at home. Do you think Matt Ryan is going to be a problem for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense?
If they can't hurry up and get to him, if they let him sit back there, he's going to show us the Matty Ice that he is. Because every time when Matty Ice has been able to sit back in the pocket and have no problem, he's been shredding people up. It's just something happened, like some idiot, something stupid just happens, and they slip up. But that coaster gate that they got now, I mean, he been getting them so hyped, so they believe more, than what they was at first.
Yeah.
So I don't see them losing if the Bucs can just run the ball, play defense, you'll win. And win on the road. You'll win. That's it. Defensive line got to hurry up and get to Matt Ryan, because the guys in the back, oh my God, I don't trust them. That's all right. I've been at schools I coach. When I tell the defensive back, I tell my defensive line right in front of them, I'll be like, y'all, hurry up and get there. I don't trust them.
Right. If you let him that long,
And coach, you don't trust me? No. Man, if it was me, I'd be like, no, man, if it was me, I'd throw the seam right here with the slot receiver. Every time somebody got big yards on us or they scored, what they scored, I didn't see it. I was talking to these guys right here. Oh, they scored right up the middle. Like, I told you. Defensive line, that's your fault. Coach, what is our fault? Hurry up and get there. I don't trust them. So you're going to take the blame. I don't trust them. Be a leader and take the blame. I took the blame for games. I know I didn't make the mistake, but it's called being a leader. You take ownership. If you lose, I should have played harder.
Yeah.
I should have played harder. I didn't give you all. When you was giving us everything, no, I could have gave support in because we lost. Do
you think Tom Brady felt that way after the Kansas City Chiefs performance, that maybe he didn't give it his all, especially with that late interception in the game?
He could go both ways with him. One, he could feel like that, like, I didn't give him my all. Or two, maybe he got that ego that we just don't see. Well, we used to get glimpses of it. He got that ego that he just like, man, these guys, man, though, if this person would have did this, or if this guy would have got that guy, I don't know. I know when he had his first game, though, I know he went home on the road cussing. I know he had to. He had to get 8 bags of ice. The first ever game as a Buck. I know he was talking trash. He got to be talking trash. You're human. I know he was talking trash on the way home. I'm out of here. I should have never did this. I've got to get – and then they hit me, and then another time, and I saw flashbacks of Peyton Manning and them saying, Omaha. So I'm telling you.
Yo, did you see the Peyton Manning and Marshawn Lynch little skit that they did? I love Marshawn Lynch, and I know that he'll never live it down that Seattle decided to throw the ball on the 1-yard line and give Tom Brady his 6th ring.
Oh, my
his
God. 5th ring. Oh, my God. I can't believe that. Like, that's elementary. Mm-hmm. I was like this. I still remember that. I was like, oh, we at the 1-yard line. Beast mode got us down there.
Yeah, we were only on 2nd down.
Yeah, I was like, okay, hold up. So we at the 1-yard line. Man, they better turn around and give it to that grown man. I see them come out in shotgun. I was like, what are we doing? So then I was like, okay, hold up. I know pass never even entered my head. So I was like, okay, maybe they're going to run the read option. West Russell, he gonna be like, boom, here, look at the end. If the end comes down, because everybody think Marshawn gonna get it, boom, he gonna pull it out, run the other way. I thought that. I saw him say, set, go. He dropped. I was like, hey, what is he doing? He's passing. And then he got picked on like.
Yeah, Butler, I mean, he read that so easily. It looked flawless. It looked like he was ready for it. And
they said they went over it in practice. The Patriots, it showed it on their whole collection of that season, the Super Bowl run. And it said it. It said we've seen this from previous games and all that.
They were ready for it.
Yeah, he said, but Bill Belichick, here he gonna give you nothing. So he was trying to be nice. So he says actually it was a pretty good play. They executed it, mostly throughout the season, but we just, practiced it. He said the funny part is that Butler during practice, he would, if he would jump it, he would never catch an interception. He couldn't catch that whole week in practice. Couldn't catch it. So then they said this time he just came down, boom, right there, got it. I still don't know why we was passing. I saw Richard Sherman over there. He looked like somebody punched him in the stomach because he was over there like, because everybody like Beast Mode about to get it. We like, hey, and all of a sudden they was like, pick. Richard Sherman said, oh.
Pete Carroll fell to his knees. I was like, what is going on?
Because he know he shouldn't have called that.
Yeah.
He know he shouldn't have called that crap. Yeah. I would have gave it to Beast Mode fourth. It would have been first down, second down, third down, fourth down. I'm living or dying with Beast Mode. I would have told the other team and been like, hey, dive. Stop me.
I like to see you try.
I want to see.
I like to see you try to stop
it. I'm running it right at you. Dive. Y'all ready? Here we go. Beast Mode. Turn around. Give it to that grown man. Set, go. Boom. That's touchdown. Give us our ring so we can get out of here. Come on.
Right.
Well, we won. But he passed. I was like, oh, my God.
We're going to take another commercial break before we are back to finish up episode 15 of the Tom Gronkowski Show. Kick it with us just for a little bit longer. Welcome back to the Tom Gronkowski Show, episode 15, brought to you by the Sports Fan Base Network, Rhode Island, for the fans and by the fans. Rob Gronkowski, we haven't talked about him yet this episode. So let's talk about his 6 receptions for 106 yards, 48 being his longest, but with 0 touchdowns. Do you think Rob Gronkowski is back to the old Rob?
No.
106 yards? No.
No.
6 receptions, 48 being the longest? No.
Well, I've seen him do more.
Because, the thing I love about Rob is the yards after the catch.
Yes.
The man can break tackles and just completely deplete the defense. And we saw a lot of that during the Kansas City game. He had over 100 yards, and as a tight end position, that's great. What would you expect more from Rob?
I need some more energy. I need the Patriots, Rob Gronkowski. I need that guy. Stop thinking about that. It's like on Friday Night Lights, the movie. He's like, stop thinking about that shoulder, man. He said, I'm gonna give it right to you. Just keep driving your feet. Stop thinking about that shoulder. I want to see you spike the ball for real with your right hand.
The right way, the way it should be done.
I need that Gronk. If you got to do extra conditioning, do it. Do what you got to do. But I want that Gronk. Stop worrying about that shoulder. Come on, man. We're trying to win games. We'll ice that up after.
Yeah, worry about it after.
We'll get all that stuff after. When you're on this football field, nothing else matters in life.
Right. You got to leave everything on the field.
Period.
That's what you came to the Tampa Bay area to do, to win a Super Bowl. When you come out of retirement to rejoin Tom Brady after both deciding to leave New England, you were there for one thing and one thing only. So, Rob, I enjoy watching you play. I want to continue to see you play with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I think you look great in red. But continue to elevate your game and bring us back the New England Rob because that's what we are all waiting to see. All right, Antonio Brown, which is a late addition from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to their offense with all the weapons that they've already had only 2 receptions.
I know, right?
11 yards.
Man, oh my God, man.
Do you think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers made the right decision signing Antonio Brown? Because we are in the month of December. Today is December 2nd. So we are in the month of December, which means, it's almost Judgment Day for Mr. Antonio Brown.
That's right.
So now that they're going into a bye week and we're going to be facing Minnesota, do you see Antonio Brown being able to survive through these 4 games that we have left to end the season? And will he be able to step up his game and show us the same Antonio Brown that we saw with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I think he will. Him and Tom just got to get on the same page. If he don't, he might as well just get ready to move out, buddy, because you're about to get fired. Bye. Because, hey, I need like you said, the Pittsburgh Steelers AB. I need that guy. The one that's dancing and doing that. And I need that guy. Come on now. You over here. But I can't just straight blame him, no. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. Him and Tom, you obviously can tell they ain't on the same page. I don't know if they got to – you live together. Man, if you live together, y'all should be studying the playbook and going over – y'all should have y'all own lingo. Every day, all night, y'all should be able to talking about this stuff. When you pass by each other, say, hey, man, what's up? How you doing today? Oh, cool. Hey, I was thinking that we should do this, if we see this kind of pattern right here. Come on now. That's what I would do.
Yeah, Antonio Brown had his career lowest performance in the 27-24 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs this past Sunday. But he also returned 1 punt for 2 yards. Now, with the addition of Antonio Brown, I was hoping that the offense was going to be sparked by this man. But it seems like more focus should be made on spreading the ball to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, Cameron Bratt, Scotty Miller. Give the ball, hand it off to Rojo more, because it doesn't seem like Antonio Brown is there to win games. Now, I know the guy had an 8-game suspension, so he was out of the NFL for a little bit, and he's obviously bounced around during the 2019 season and really couldn't find a permanent home after the Patriots cut him. So this is your chance to really show the world why you had another opportunity in the NFL, and you are not showing that right now. So, Coach, give me your message to AB right now.
If I was his coach?
I said coach.
Okay. Antonio, I'm just going to be honest.
Come here, son.
Come here. Have a seat. Now, you messed up, right? You messed up. Yeah, you messed up. But I'm willing to give you a chance. Because I've given you so many chances. This is my last one. If I do not see the Pittsburgh Steelers, Antonio Brown, I'm talking about on the field, not off, on the field. If I do not see that guy, the guy that I know that you can be and the guy that you are, I'm sorry, son. I'm going to have to let you go.
You need to cut it. Trim the fat. Trim the fat. If he's not producing and he's bringing drama within the locker room, you need to cut it.
You need to cut him.
Yeah, because I not for nothing, I'm a little worried about this bye week and Antonio Brown having 4 days off to do what he pleases because he doesn't have a great track record when the man has some free time on his hands. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, Coach is going to break down the X's and O's as we wrap up episode 15. Thanks for kicking it with us. So, Ocean State Athletics, make sure to be checking out that podcast. Coach, are you ready to bring us X's and O's?
I'm ready. You ready for another one?
Talk to them boys that sat on them benches, man. I was in the game on 4th and inches. Coach, put me in the game on 4th and inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I see them boys all behind me winless. I ain't Mario Williams, but I'm not defenseless. Wide receiver catching Hail Marys, I'm Christian. 5 and out, hot route, get switch stick shift. Gone with the quickness, fast and instant. Cornerback safeties, I burn them like incense. On the field, I'm daddy, and the ball is my infant. I don't need so much of pork, but I'm in love with the pigskin. All I really know how to do is win. Super Bowl champ, Disney World, let the kids in. Hall of Fame Wayne, I'm putting my dibs in. Catch me in the game on 4th and inches.
The Empire.
I don't talk.
All right, here we go. Y'all already heard the song. Y'all know it's another episode of X's and O's. Now, I know last time I was on the big whiteboard. I'm out of time to get to work. So I got my handy dandy one now. All right. Today we're going to go over trap because honestly, I think if we start trapping people more, it's going to open up for Rojo to be going. So really, it just depends. We can be able to trick the defense so much if we do this right. We can stay in this. This, first of all, this is how I would block it. If I wanted to run crap left, I am going to, like everybody else mostly, I am going to trap this 3-tech right here. Here's the 3-tech. He's the outside shoulder of the guard. Guard is the guy that's next to the guy that's snapping the ball, for those that don't know. Okay? Now, most people want to trap this 3-tech. So me, this is how I would trap him, and then I'm going to show you the other way you can do it. I am going to make my tackle take this in right here. I'm going to make, because we're going that way. My left guard is going to go boom, him and him. Is going to double team through the nose if he can get a piece of the nose, and then they're coming right here. Boom. Now, all they got to do is watch two guys because they're going to tell them what's going on. We're not worried about this end right here because he's irrelevant. He's on the backside. I'm not about to waste the guy, and we might be able to option off of him. So I'm going to have my tackle go up, my right tackle go up, cut this guy off. When they see him getting ready to run this way, he's going to start flowing. So take the step out here. If he flows so much far over, he's going to run himself into one of these, either the backer that's the guard that's already coming up there, or if we ain't past the nose up and he ran upfield or something like that, or I don't know, if he ends up gone and we get the center to go up there, we got 2 blocks. We're going to pull our right guard. Our right guard is going to blast. And when I say blast, I mean hit him so hard that his stepmom remembers you for the next 3 birthdays. That's how hard I'm talking about. When you pull block and you're coming from the other side of the line, you're trying to knock some sense into the person. Let's just say that. Now we are gonna have a jab step here for the tailback. He coming right here. Boom. He'll make his own cutbacks that he's gonna do. Now, this is why I said we're not gonna waste a guy on him. If he goes down the line and keeps going down the line, we're just gonna pull it and off to the races and be gone. Boom. Boom, touchdown. Now, with that same formation that you're doing, I say stay in this. Now you can trick them. You just got done running the trap on the 3-tech. Now you can run it on the 5-tech now. That's the defensive end, the E right there. For those that don't know what it is, outside shoulder of the tackle. Okay, so now we can be in the same formation. They over there. Oh, coach, man, we gotta watch out for that trap. If they trap, they only trap in the 3-tech. Okay, all right, here we go. So now we're already in their head. We say, boom here, have him down block because we want to lead this guy along. I'm telling my tackle, hey, if I want to switch it up, I could easily say regular, which would be going to that 3-tech, or I could say long. That tells this guy over here if he's gonna go to the 3-tech or if he's going to the 5-tech. If you call a long call to him, he knows that he's looking for a defensive end. He ain't looking for no 3-tech. He's looking for the 5-tech now. Somebody outside. So with that being said, we're gonna go long. We just did regular first. We're gonna go long now. So these 2 guys they're gonna double team them together. Then they're gonna come off. Boom, right here. We're down blocking. Boom. Center gonna take the nose. This end, I don't want him to mess. This tackle, I don't want him to mess with this end. He don't need to mess with him. Just go and cut this guy off. Just all you got to do. Cut him off. Now he's going to take a jab step. We're looking at this end because if he does it again, we can pull it at any moment. We are going to have our right guard. He's pulling down the line, ready to blast. As soon as he see it, we take a jab step. Boom. Touchdown. With runs like that, when you're trapping inside guys, because it seems like on offense, when we're on offense and we're going against guys that's got like good 3 techs and 1 techs, the 1 tech, like I tell every center, man, you're going to have to be able to block the nose tackle by yourself sometimes. I can't be saving you that much. So you're going to have to learn how to block him by yourself. If all else fails, block him. Cut him. Go put your shoulder into his knee and bear crawl through it. It's legal. You can do it. Other than that, run trap on these guys so you can slow this down. Because if you'll slow the end down, you'll slow the tackle down. If you're able to run this both directions, you should have a field day. I mean, if you block it that way, come on now. There is who's going to make that play? Tell me who's going to make that play. Somebody in the comments or something. Come on, put it in there. Who's going to make that play? There is nobody that's going to make that play if everybody do exactly like that. If anybody want me to draw up I'll draw up any kind of defense and I'll show you how to block a trap. I guarantee you I'll still be able to run it. I'm telling you, it's all just simple stuff. But we can either go 5, run a trap, let Rojo start getting going, stick his foot in the ground and go. Then now, Tom Brady, after Rojo has started going off, you're going to make the defense start syncing up now. Now this is when you come in. You're going to do play action now. You're going to do your little screens and all that. Throw it right behind where they left. Manage the game. Offensive line, like I always say, don't let the quarterback get touched. That is your little sister. Don't let nobody touch your little sister. I know he ain't been getting sacked, but still, he's been getting touched. Don't let nobody touch your little sister, period. Defense, y'all already know what I'm going to say to y'all. Defensive backs, man, y'all got to learn how to tackle, man. I know some high schoolers that tackle better than y'all. Come on now. Please, get this right. Hey, because y'all, you just downtown. We be in Lakeland. We can just come down there. I can bring a couple people for y'all. You got to tackle. And you got to cover. They are hitting you in the same exact spots that the Raiders had exploited you with. Just go home or go in the film room, put the tape on, watch it over and over and over and over again. That's what they're going to keep hitting you. And they're going to keep hitting you until you can prove that you can stop it. And they probably going to test you a couple more times to make sure you ain't fall asleep. So I'm telling you, y'all got to learn how to tackle. Defensive line, you know what I'm going to say to you. I don't trust those guys in the back. Hurry up and get there. Coach, we doing this. Hey, I hear you. Hurry up and get there. I don't trust them in the back. So you're going to take the blame in my eyes because everything starts up front. Offensive line starts up front with y'all. Defensive line starts up front with y'all. Help. Us as a unit up front, got to make sure we help the guys, the skinnies in the back. And that's what I'm going to give y'all for X's and O's today. Until next time, back to you, Rue.
All right, Coach. Thank you for breaking that down for what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to execute against the Minnesota Vikings going into Week 14. Now, I will take over for the moment of truth. All right, guys. Everyone's super disappointed over this loss against the Kansas City Chiefs, even because it was a tight race for the most part. 27-24, Tyreek Hill went off. Everyone knows this, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to turn things around and score late in the fourth quarter. And I think they were very adamant on having the ball back. But as you know, Kansas City Chiefs, at the helms, they have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. So when it comes to time management, they're all on it. So unfortunately, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not get the ball back. So they took another loss. They're 5th of the season. They're sitting at 7-5, second in the NFC South under the New Orleans Saints. So for our moment of truth, let's talk about this bye week and what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to do to be effective during this bye week. Not only do the team need to take this COVID pandemic seriously and keep themselves healthy and out of harm's way during the bye week, but they also need to evaluate their play. Now, Bruce Arians is on record saying that the team facility or the team coaches have all evaluated and scouted every single play that the Buccaneers have tried this season. And during this bye week, they're going to take the time to dissect what they did wrong and what they can improve on. This being said, offensive core needs to be on the same page. Tom Brady better have a sleepover at that nice Jeter mansion that he's staying in the Tampa Bay area. Bring all your receivers to the house and get it done. Do the studying, get the chemistry working. Tampa Bay Bucks need to come out red hot against the Minnesota Vikings coming off the bye week. We don't have an opportunity to be slow. We're just in that position where we can make it, but we got to keep trucking. At this point, we could be facing the Green Bay Packers in the first round of the playoffs. We don't want that. I'd rather us have to go, see a depleted Philadelphia Eagles, Washington football team, one or the other. But we need to be prepared, and that is my moment of truth. Let's bring Coach back in here to wrap up episode 15. Do you have any final thoughts before we say, bye to our viewers? You are muted. Okay, you're back.
It's been a journey, but we just keep getting bigger and bigger and better and better and bigger and bigger and better. And I'm just having fun with this. This is great. It's great. That's all I got.
We don't get paid to do this. This is what we do in our free time because we are fans of the game of football. But I would just love to talk more about football because that's what I know about because I am Ruth the Truth. And we have Coach Jay Morgan, who has been a coach for a majority of his life. And that's why I brought you on to host this show with me. But thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you next week. We're going to be facing the Minnesota Vikings in week 14. And it should be exciting. How you feeling about it? You feeling confident?
Yeah, we should win these next games. I'm
just a little worried about shutting down that running game with Dalvin Cook.
But anybody, I
don't trust Kirk Cousins. I don't think he's gonna, make a great impact with their offense.
Right.
But Dalvin Cook is a force to be reckoned with.
He's dangerous. So I got to make sure I stop the run first and foremost in against anybody. If you're gonna sit back and pass on me, hey, that's fine. Here's the problem with the Bucks, though. You can't afford to sit back there and let somebody pass on you. You can't afford it. So you guys got to make sure that you can contain that run, but that pass, you got to fix that. You got to stop the pass. I'm not going to say contain. No, stop the pass. It's in the same spot. Go back, put the Raiders tape on, watch it over and over. Like Ruth said, have Tom Brady, have a sleepover, something. I don't care if you go to Top Golf, I ain't going to say the other place you can go to, but hey, come on, do something. Get together, do something. Have a barbecue, whatever you got to do, because y'all got to battle these next games and you can't afford to lose.
I think having a bye week this late in the season is beneficial to the Buccaneers because they are beat up, they are hurt, and they need time to rejuvenate their bodies as well as their mind mentally. I know being on the team with Tom Brady, you get a lot of clout, you get a lot of media coverage. So it's important for these players to take this time to actually manifest and de-stress from all the weeks prior and come back as a brand new team in week 14.
Yeah, all I got to do is go back, watch and see what you did good from the first game to the last, see what you did good, see what plays you can, that you can create from those. Get a rhythm going.
Right.
And that's all you got to do it's just a puzzle. It's just a couple pieces you just got to put together. Antonio, I need the Steelers Antonio. Period. Gronk, I need the
AB, you came here for a reason, so let's make it happen.
Yeah. Not about the waste.
Well, that will be all for me, Coach. Any final thoughts before we say goodbye to the viewers?
Y'all make sure that y'all come back and see us again because it's going to be another one.
Make sure to check us out on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find the podcast, as well as the Sports Fan Base Network, Rhode Island, sfbnri.com. That is all for me, folks. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thanks for hanging out with us on the Tom Gronkowski Show. Good night.